Excuse me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in here. Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here tonight between the Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues. Tonight, the Avalanche come into St. Louis up 3-2 in the series and have a chance to close it out and move on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years. The Blues also have a chance to ruin that and send it back to Denver for Game 7. Here tonight, what an epic playoff series this has been. I've been following it the whole time. I've been out because my voice has been out. My voice is now back. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to be calling this game here tonight. Crucial Game 6 here for the Colorado Avalanche. They need to win this game. They need to have a bounce back performance here tonight. They need everything out of they need everything as much as they can to get out of as many players as they can to send this back, or not to send this back, but to move on into the playoffs as well. They need that extremely bad. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Jeremy Case here. Case by Case Sports Show tonight. Here coming to you live. I'm in Portland, Oregon. The game is live in St. Louis, Missouri from the Enterprise Center. We are awaiting the start of this game as always. TNT tends to run a little bit late, as they always do. I don't even know why they advertise the time, because it always seems to start 10 minutes or so later than the time as advertised. That being said, obviously, the Nazem Kadri stuff early on in this series with the drama at times motivated the Avalanche, at times got to the St. Louis Blues. Now all of that's behind, and the Avs coming off the hills of blowing a 3-0 effort, on that part and losing in overtime in Game 5, Game 6 here tonight. We're going to take a brief break. We're going to step away here just for a few minutes. When we come back, we will have playoff hockey. Game 6 tonight, Colorado Avalanche versus the St. Louis Blues. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go now. Game 6 here from the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri. Teams have both taken the ice. We are now joined with the national anthem here on my broadcast, and we will start here very soon. As the national anthem is now being sung for the game, this definitely has to stop. Welcome in Broncos Breakdown. Thank you so much for joining us. That's my good buddy Bill there for you guys, as we are listening to the rendition of the Star Spangled Banner here to start out this game. We are set to get underway here in just a few minutes. Avs need to win it here. Avs need to win it. No doubt about it. Just waiting for the national anthem to get done here. Avalanche in their road whites with the burgundy trim. The Blues are in their dark blue homes with the white and yellow trim. We get set here. Game 6 is about to commence, everybody. These are the moments you live for. This is playoff hockey. This is what it all comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. This is Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals. The anthem's over. The arena lights are on. Teams are commencing at center ice. I'm going to bring up our scoreboard. The beating of the drum in St. Louis is happening here, and we're going to run it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 6. Drum has been pounded, and we are getting set here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here. Starting goalies Darcy Kemper and obviously Husso on the other side. Eviele Husso for the St. Louis Blues. So we get ready for playoff hockey here. Boy, seems like we've been waiting up for this moment all day. McKinnon and O'Reilly, the face-off puck is down now, and it'll get through on out to the blue zone as Letty will cut it off now up along the boards. So back to Letty. He'll cut it up along the boards, now intercepted by the Avs here as they bring it in. McKinnon on the far side boards now, working it around. It'll get back all around to the Blues and cut back on the side of the boards. Now around the net has got it Lehkonen. He'll give it out to McKinnon as he tried to shoot it, blocked and cleared out by the Blues as it goes past the Avalanche blue line. Now Devon Taves with it, excuse me, as they clear it out. Get it up ice for the Avalanche here. Mikko Rantanen comes in against Falk as they bash up against the boards on the far side. Rantanen now with the puck, gives it out to Kadri with a shot. Whack, no good. As he gave it a backhand, and it was off the pads of Husso now as Tarasenko clears it up off past the blue line now into the Avalanche zone. Johnson fighting around in the boards with it now. Now getting it out to the Blues. Now Bowen Byram will cut it out. Getting caught up around, and it will be intercepted here by the Blues. Got it in around back of the net, struggling with it, turns around, shot out front, but it's off Kemper and no good. Tarasenko now to Falk, back, marches it back, and will get it around the back of the net again. It'll go around. Now Nichushkin with it, and we'll pick it up over on the Avalanche side. Nichushkin leaving it for Johnson. We'll get it out to Bowen Byram as he brings it up the floor. Byram will get it up back to, Kuvo as he brings it out here. Now to JT Compher. Now to Burakovsky. He's back in the lineup. Blues got it intercepted, bringing it up the left side of the boards here. Being clanked around in the neutral zone and finally cleared into the Avalanche zone by the Blues as they will get a line change inevitably. Now to Burakovsky. Burakovsky with it now, and we'll flip it in and dump it into the boards on the Blues side. Compher with it, bashing it around. Now Burakovsky, Kuvo with it now. We'll get it back out to Compher. Compher will get it back out of the blue line, but not in time. Everybody's got to get back. Fear of an offsides call. Now the Blues have it intercepted. Falk bringing it up ice, past the blue line, and a shot on goal and saved by Kemper. As he stops it here, 17:38 left. One shot on goal. Here's we're waiting for the faceoff for the St. Louis Blues. Thank you guys for joining me and tuning in here. Case by Case Sports Show on the Spotlight Sports Network here. 17:39 left here in the first period. Nothing as we get started. Avs maybe not looking so hot on those first couple of shifts here as we get ready for the face-off here as Bozak was kicked out of the face-off circle. Now Barbashev will take it against Kelm. Kelm winning the face-off now, and we'll bring it back up. Intercepted turnaround by the Blues as they dump it around the boards back behind the Colorado net. Now Johnson with it, trying to get it back over. Here comes Johnson, bringing it up the ice. We'll get it back over here for Bowen Byram as he tries to shove it up as he's being racked around the boards. Avalanche now have it in their own zone. In the Blues zone as they're trying to get it around to the net. Now Barbashev with it, intercepted particularly, but to get back to Falk. Now the Blues bring it up the far side boards into the Avalanche zone. Now kicked back around the net. Now Bowen Byram brings it out of his own net. Back out to Johnson, and they'll reset for the play behind their own net. Johnson now with it. We'll get it back out to Lehkonen. Lehkonen will get it out to Landeskog as he passes the blue line. Landeskog trying to get it back from McKinnon, but it'll go back past the blue line, and the Avs will have to clear it out again. Here we go now with Cale Makar. Makar's got it on the right side. Shot save by Husso. It'll be kicked away as now the Blues bring it up their side, looking to bring it into their own zone in and around. Landeskog battling O'Reilly on the boards. Now the Avalanche have it as they bring it up past their own blue line. It'll be back in and dumped in again here for the Avalanche. Blues have it from their own net, trying to flip it up ice, and it's going to be caught up in a little bit of a players. Now will be to Rantanen as everybody gets back behind the blue line. Val Nichushkin in with it on the far right boards. Now will be intercepted again by the Blues and picked up off their own ice. They lost it. Falk lost it right about center ice. Now picked up by the Blues. Past their own blue line is Tarasenko. Tarasenko tries to pass it as he was knocked down. Fans not happy about the call. They wanted the call there, and no call there as Falk brings it back out to Tarasenko in their own zone. Blues have yet to pass their own blue line. Now Falk with it over down center ice. Will flip it up and over, and it'll get back into the boards in the Avalanche zone. Now fighting for it now is Taves. Taves and Burakovsky in with it around. Fighting it with, fighting here with it. Now the Blues come up with it on the far side. Coming in around now. Shot in, no good. Rebound here as the Avs try to push it up the ice, and it'll just fly out and be called for no icing. It will be waved off. Sorry, on the St. Louis Blues side is now the Avalanche ring it up around their side. Makar with it now. Now Makar with it. Now to Bowen Byram past center ice. Now past the Blues line. Shot, no good. Save by Husso. It is kicked out of the Blues zone, and the Avalanche will retreat back to their zone. Here comes Makar now in with it through the neutral zone past the blue line. Here he comes in and around the net on the far corner boards here. Falk trying to get it back again. Here comes Falk now, passing his own blue line into center ice. Now with it over the Avalanche blue line, and it'll be broken up by Bowen Byram as he breaks it up and brings it out from their own zone here. Byram now with Makar as he leaves it back as the Avalanche will get a line change. Now here to Landeskog. Landeskog coming up the left side of the boards, trying to get into the own zone. Will be pushed aside by Husso. Now picked up by McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon changed directions, trying to get it, and will be intercepted by Ryan O'Reilly in the blue zone. Blues bring it back up as it's kicked back around, and the Avalanche will bring it out to their own zone. And their whistle here now, stoppage of play as Husso covers it up. 14 minutes left exactly. I will change the clock to the correct time. 14 minutes here, nothing in the first period between the Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Puck down now as the Avs get it here. Intercepted out by Perron. Perron flipping it up into the Avalanche zone, and the Blues will get a line change here. Landeskog with it behind the net as he leaves it for. It's looking like Taves here. Devon Taves now loses it at center ice. It's being kicked around, ultimately picked up by the Blues here, and the Avalanche will pick it up. Here comes Taves riding it along inside with Kadri. Kadri will push it up to Husso, and he will just cover it up for a face-off here. 5-2 shots on goal here. 13:34 left here in the first period. We're still nothing. We'll be right back here in a little bit.
What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Back here, ladies and gentlemen, 13:34 left here in the first period. Still nothing here. Both teams cutting it extremely close here in the first period. We got a face-off now. Puck is down here in the blue zone, and the Blues will come out with it and try to get it down. Kadri knocks it down in the zone, trying to struggle with a shot. No good. Rantanen with it, with the putback. No good. Save by Husso. Right out in front of the net was Mikko Rantanen, and he tried to flip it up over Husso as Husso laid down in the crease and ultimately could not come up with it as Husso knocked that down immediately and just laid down on the puck to cover it up. Here, 13:22, we will get a face-off here now in the zone. It'll be Kadri with the face-off now as the Blues win the draw. Blues trying to clear it out of their own zone. Now here, we'll bring it all the way to the Av zone, and Kemper will just sit on it and cover it up for a face-off as well. Vucevic and Byram now exchanging some words and pleasantries on the other side. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. We appreciate it. 13:14 here left to go in the first period as we get a face-off near the Avalanche net here. It's going to be Kadri going for it. Here with Robert Thomas. Going here. Now Thomas will switch out with Vucevic. Here's they get ready. Kadri Vucevic, puck down now. Avalanche trying to scramble forward with Bowen Byram. Gets it and rings it around his own boards here. Now the Avalanche try to pick it up now, and Tarasenko loses it off the blue line. Rantanen and chasing him. Get it to Kadri. Kadri shot, no good. Reflected off, and it'll be cleared back into the Avalanche boards here. Kadri now with it on the left side boards. Down into Chushkin. He's battling with it, but ultimately will be picked up by Tarasenko. Tarasenko moves it up. Thomas as he's moving it across the Avs blue line into their own zone. Byram fighting it off here. Now Nichushkin intercepted here. Shot saved by Kemper as he just covers it up for a faceoff. There by Kyrou. Jordan Kyrou with the shot there as he tried to make Kemper go for it. I'm very nervous as well. It's hard to say where it's going to go here. 12:35. It looked like there is Kyrou. It bounced off the stick of Bowen Byram. Nonetheless, it'll be to the face-off circle to the right in front of the Avalanche goal here. Puck down now as Taves struggles to clear it out of the zone. It'll be ultimately picked up by the Blues in the neutral zone. Now fighting for it now is Nathan McKinnon and Gabriel Landeskog. Here comes Lehkonen to Landeskog. It'll be blocked off. Now Makar with a shot scored. Nope. Sorry, shot blocked. Landeskog with it. Couldn't get it either. Now Landeskog with it. Turns it around. Turning around again. Landeskog with the puck. Get it out to Taves. Now to Makar. Shot. No good. Deflected. Covered up by Husso. Unbelievable. Avalanche trying to cook it up here with some early offense here in their zone and just can't seem to get anything through. Makar took that shot from out the Mike. The mic got it. What's going on, Key in the building? Thank you very much. Yeah, my mic does that. It cuts out every once in a while. I got to find a way to fix that. Ugh. Unbelievable. 9 minutes here left to go, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing, Silvar will be back here in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here now. 9 minutes left here in the first period. We're going to get a face-off here, I believe. Here now with the puck being down now. Makar with a shot saved by Huso. As he'll cover it up, I'll run it current here. Shot was by Mikko Rantanen. Out in front. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here. Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here. Avalanche and Blues. Here now, puck down, and the Blues will get it and try to clear it now with Perron up the right side. We'll try to get it off to the neutral zone. It'll be off by Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon trying to get it back, and it'll go all the way behind the Avalanche net now with Makar. Makar looking and trying to set up a play from behind the net here now. Looking patiently, waiting for the line change to happen. Here now, Blues fans booing him as he tries to get it up all the way over onto the Blues side here. Now as the Blues come behind their net, waiting for it. Now Parayko with it behind the net. We'll get it out to Letty. Now back to Parayko. We'll get it over as they clear it up into the neutral zone. Now we'll get it out to Falk here. I'm sorry, Kyrou. Kyrou looking, shot deflected. Way wide off. It'll be brought out. Avalanche will pick it right back up here. Now Burakovsky will bring it into the zone. Up over the blue line. Met there by Scandelli. We'll get it out here now to the Blues. Scandella, excuse me. Now Byram. We'll get it out to Makar here as the Avalanche are back in their own zone. Byram bringing it up the left side boards, and we'll get it over into the Blues zone. But Scandella will be back there already. We'll get it out to here with the Blues here as they're trying to clear it out from back over their own net. Here they come up into the neutral zone now. As Buchnevich clears it into the Avalanche zone. Now will be met there by Makar. Getting out there. Blues will push it back behind the net, and over to the right side. Shot as it'll be blocked off and wide by Tarasenko. Cleared out now here. Here come the Avalanche pushing it up as it'll be whistled offside here by Cogliano as he was offside. Thought you were tripping. Let me elevate the camera here so you guys see me maybe just a little bit better here. There we go. Maybe that's fixed a little bit more. That better? Everything's good. 7:10 left here in the first period. Nothing. Here now as we get a face-off here at the far red dot. just far side of the benches. McCarr slaps it around and clears it around to the boards. Here now, Falk met with Rantanen. Rantanen struggling to get it. A stick on it in the blue zone. Here comes Rantanen over to the center side. Tries to whiff on a shot and absolutely falls to the ice as it goes back into the Avalanche zone. Now McCarr. McCarr with it behind his own net here. Trying to clear it up. Here comes Taves. Taves on the left side coming through the neutral zone as he flips it in past the blue line. Now trying to be picked up and by the Blues it will and try to be shoved out of the own zone. Knocked down here. And trying to retain it are the Avalanche as the Blues do clear it out of their own zone and back out into the Avalanche zone for a icing call. Blues fans booing as we will get a face-off in the near face-off circle to the Blues net. Great hockey play by the Colorado Avalanche there to make sure that they get that face-off on the opposite side there. Now in the face-off, it'll be McKinnon here against Bozak. Taking it to the right face-off circle, the Blues net. Here we go now. Getting ready. Going too early is Bozak. Puck down now. The Avalanche have it. Now McCarr back out to Byram. Landeskog with a shot inside, and it's saved. Covered up by Husso. Woo! McCarr with it back to Byram, and Landeskog tried to shoot it from the center part by the blue line, and it just did not get through on Husso there. So here we go now. Face off on the left face-off circle now. Puck down, and the Avs struggle to get it as Leddy will get it and clear it outside the far side boards. Now Avalanche and the Blues working it back as Leddy tries to get it back over on his own zone. Blues working it up the center ice now into the Avalanche zone. McKinnon behind his own net trying to defend. Now McKinnon coming out now. Back out as he'll work it along the boards on the left side, but it'll ultimately be picked off by the Blues again. Now Leddy coming in through the blue line, the Avalanche blue line, making his way into the zone. Leddy being shoved up against the boards, hit hard by Nathan McKinnon. That's how the Avalanche try to repossess it, but it'll be repossessed by the Blues out on center ice back into their own zone, waiting for a line change. Now bringing it up here is St. Louis. Shen now bringing it up as he clears it into the Avalanche zone, but it'll just rattle around. Coming back up now, the Avalanche have it, and a whistle's going to be called here. I believe there's going to be a penalty on the Colorado Avalanche. Yep, it's going to be Josh Manson, and he's going to take a 2-minute minor for interference. 5:26 left here in the first period. Still, nothing. Welcome back, everybody. 5:26 left here in the first period. Nothing here in the first period. The great one in attendance tonight, Wayne Gretzky, a former Blue as well, as he played with the Blues as well as has a house there in the St. Louis area. Helm going to take the face off here against Shen as the puck is down now, and the Avalanche try to get it out of their own zone from behind their own net. Here's Johnson. Now the Blues working it on the right side. Now going to get it here is Falk. Falk now back out to Perron. He tries to shoot it through the zone, and it's blocked out and cleared out by Johnson now. Tarasenko coming on the right side, find for it with O'Reilly, and Kadri now here with it for the Avalanche. Falk now to Shen. Slap shot saved by Kemper as it's kicked out of the zone there by Cogliano. What a defensive play by Cogliano. As the Blues go back for it in their own zone now, Falk met by Nichushkin immediately, as now Falk bringing it up the right side of the boards here. Kicks it back here for Perron. Perron kicking it back over to Shen. I'm sorry, to O'Reilly. O'Reilly now with it on the left side of the boards, now trying to clear it out. Back out to Falk. Slap shot. Saved by Kemper. He'll just take it out and play it again. McCarr struggling with it and met immediately by Shen and O'Reilly. Kicks it out over into the neutral zone, and a stoppage in play here as the Blues are on the power play. 1:02 left on the power play. 4:28. I'll run the clock as it gets in sync with the game clock. Nice play by Devon Taves as he knocks the puck out. The original shot, and then Cogliano just makes a dive for it as it comes back out here. Face off in the right face off circle to the Avalanche net. Puck down here now, and Johnson just clears it out, waiting for the Blues to come back with it on the other side. Blues with it behind their own net here. Buchnevich with it now. He's going to bring it out, and he's going to, now he's going to give it to Buchnevich as he clears the Avalanche blue line. Buchnevich then going to set up the power play here. Now out to Kyrou. Now backing it around the net. Kyrou now on the right corner. Battling it out with Saad as the Avalanche just take it and clear it out the zone again. Great penalty kill here by the Colorado Avalanche as they're trying to bring it out here. Blues come in and bring it out their own zone now out here for Thomas. Thomas bringing it through the neutral zone, now clears the blue line here as with Brandon Saad. Saad giving it out here. Back out to Parenko. Parenko back now to Thomas. Thomas in and down low will be knocked away. Cleared out. Now Parenko again. Parenko with it. Will get it behind the net here. Blues with it. Trying to wrap around. Saved by Kemper. Immediately hit by Jack Johnson. What he leveled him. Completely now. Avalanche trying to struggle with it. Tripped down. Now no fault of Nichushkin. Here come the Avalanche. Now they have it, but it'll just clear out the zone. And we'll get back for a line change here. Man, I thought Nichushkin could have made a run at it with a shorthanded opportunity. Here comes Perron now, trying to clear it in as he does against over the Avs blue line here. Now O'Reilly with it, intercepted by McKinnon. McKinnon with it now into the neutral zone. Now back to McKinnon. McKinnon trying to get it over to Rantanen, and it was swatted away by the Blues. Here comes Shen up the right side now as he clears it into the Avalanche zone. And Johnson will meet it right around, trying to clear it out. What a hit on Shen. He put it on him hard. Here comes Rantanen now. Rantanen with it on the right side boards, clearing it over the Blues blue line. Here's Rantanen, shot off the glove of Perron as the power play expires here. Now Landeskog with it to Byram as he walks the blue line to McKinnon, shot through the zone, blocked again. Back out to Manson, shot and a save by Husso. Whoo! Man, the offense ramping up there for the Avalanche as they did a tremendous job on the power play penalty kill there. Thank you very much, Key in the building. I appreciate it. 2:20, actually 2:22 left here. First period, we will get a face-off, I believe, to the left side face-off circle in the Blues zone. It's going to be Kadri now with it. Puck down now, and it is to the Avalanche. Now Byram with it on the side. Slap shot. No good as it's deflected wide. Cleared out by the Blues, trying to clear it out now. As they come out, here they now on the side. Shot saved by Kemper. Cleared off to the right side now. Avalanche got it. Kadri trying to clear it out, and they do into the neutral zone. Nichushkin fighting with Falk with it as they go back behind their own net, and it's covered up by Husso for a faceoff. $157 left here. Still nothing. 157 left. Boy, the Avalanche trying to put on the pressure offensively here, but the Blues at home really playing some tight defense. Boy, it is a 50-50 battle almost every time now. McKinnon here, right faceoff circle to O'Reilly, puck down now. Avalanche have it. They've been winning their faceoffs, which has been extremely crucial here in the early going. Now and around the left side here, O'Reilly battling with McKinnon. And now we'll move it along here into the neutral zone, knocked down. Trying to be fought with it is Devon Taves here as a puck crosses the line into the Avalanche zone. O'Reilly with it on the left side of the boards will clear it over into the back of the Avalanche net as it's worked back around to the left side. Now Perron, now out to Parayko. Parayko on the right side will move it around in and along the boards. Met by Taves there to cut it off, though. Now Perron, now to O'Reilly, flipped up in front of Kemper. It's loose, and it's knocked out of the zone, thankfully, as there will now be a stoppage in play as a whistle. I believe it would be offsides on the Blues. 117 and counting. $117 left now. I believe we're going to get a face-off here to the right side face-off dot by the benches here. And I was worried. Yeah, I kind of was worried. I'm not all too confident still either, Kia. There's a lot for me to improve on tonight. As we're getting ready now, McKinnon taking a seat on the bench here, 117. Great one, watching on here. Puck down now here, and the Blues have it. Clearing over the Avalanche blue line as now Byram will meet it behind the net. Byram trying to clear it out now. Will be knocked back into the Avalanche zone by the Blues. Now has it here. Here's Falk with it. Clear shot, score! Justin Falk with the goal there. Had a clear look at the slot there, right in on Kemper. Had the clean look, nobody in the slot. And the Blues scored the first goal of this game. Double shot, Jake. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. That's my best friend there, Jake Gearhart. Man. And he just, Falk threw it up, bounced off the right shoulder of Darcy Kemper, hit the crossbar, went down. What a calculated goal here now, as the puck is down now, and Thomas now fighting for it here in the corner of the right side of the Avalanche zone. Here comes Mikko Rantanen now trying to bring it out. Here now Val Nichushkin out on the right side. And it'll be intercepted by the Blues and brought back into their own zone here. Blues trying to clear it out. Now Falk with it on the left side of the net. Get it out here. Now it's a Kyrou. Kyrou bringing it into the Avalanche zone. Shot saved by Kemper. Knocked away. Devon Taves now trying to clear it up out and around the zone as it goes into the neutral zone. Being cleared up over the Avalanche blue line. Here's Shen now with it. Shen on the right side will get it out trying to get it out to there as it goes back into the Blues' own zone here. 10 seconds left in the period. Now being cleared to be beyond the Avs blue line and back in around the net here. Trying to get it out for one last shot. It'll come out around the boards, and that'll be the end of the first period, ladies and gentlemen. The Blues get a last-minute goal by Justin Falk, and they now have the lead going into the intermission, 1-0. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a brief break here. We'll come back, give you some stats, and have some second period action right here on the Spotlight Sports Network. You're tuned in to Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals right here. Stay tuned. Back here, ladies and gentlemen, as we join into the action here really late now, the puck going in and around, and will be whistled now here for a playoff, or for a playoff, a face-off here. 19-19 left here, second period. The Blues, again, getting those goals, that goal inside 2 minutes. Again, as Bronco Bill describes for us there what's going on. 19-19 here as we get set for a face-off here near the Avs net. Puck down here, and it'll get out to the Blues out on the line here. Now going out, slap shot, save by Kemper. Snagged it right up out of the air here as it is hold off for a whistle. And here for a face-off is again. Here for the Blues, 19-11 left here in the second period. 1-0 St. Louis. Look here, now Kadri in with Thomas in for the face-off, puck down. Now the Blues have it. Clearing it out around their own net. Now Tarasenko, now Thomas behind the net. Getting fought with by Eric Johnson, and now we'll clear it out to the blue line. It'll get past Perron. Or I'm sorry, it'll get past, Perron and go out into the behind the Blues net. Now Kadri fighting for it as it's worked along the right side now here. Now get it back out. Johnson will knock it back in, but the Blues will knock it out to the neutral zone. Now Thomas here on a breakaway, but it'll get beyond him as it goes over to the Avalanche side. Now trying to clear it out. Now Nichushkin gets it out to Bowen Byram. Byram crossing the Blues blue line and will dump it in for a line change. Nichushkin following Scarnelli back into the back of the net here, out onto the neutral zone and back out now. Kelm trying to get it intercepted there by Thomas, but it was the Blues were too far over the line and will have to go back now. Now Schenn will dump it into the Avalanche zone as Kelm will, Manson will take chase to it now. Now Cat is muted again. God, I hate when I can't tell because I'm trying to run the scoreboard how my mic is operating. It's screwing up. I got to figure this out. I got to figure out why this keeps doing it all the time. It's really annoying. 16:33 left here in the second period. Still 1-0 here. Face off here. McKinnon on the right side, face off circle by the Blues bench here as the puck is just knocked off the Avalanche and cleared back into their zone here. Now McKinnon bringing it up the right side of the boards here. Now we'll get it off to to now with Landeskog about it, fighting it around back over the net, and now the Blues trying to fight with it as well, fighting with it into Lehkonen. Sorry, that's Lehkonen. That's right. Over to the right side, Letty now pushing it back over, and we'll kick it out of the Blues zone. It'll fly high up into the air and back into the Avalanche zone and touched up for an icing by Makar. Sorry, I can't see the chat or anything because I'm clearly on the other page working the scoreboard. I got to fix that. It's been such an issue. Maybe I'll just go back to straight USB in the next period and see if that helps it. I'm not entirely sure. 16:01 left here in the second period. Face off here, left circle here. Avs will get it. Byram out here. Shot with a save by Husso. Will be kicked back out here on the right side. Now Rantanen has it now on the other side. Now here. Rantanen cutting over back to for Johnson. Johnson with a shot. It is deflected, but just wide off the net as Nichushkin goes down inside the crease. Stayed down for a little bit there as the Avs bring it back from their own zone. Here comes Byram out of their own zone and will push it up past the blue line of the Blues into their zone. Up and around the boards behind the net. Now Rantanen will meet it there. Rantanen will get it intercepted. Blues trying to push it back out of their zone. Now up for Nichushkin and Makar, pushing it against Tarasenko. And Kadri will get it as it goes over to the Avalanche blue line, walking it around. Now here to Rantanen as he clears it in. Kadri fighting with Tarasenko here. I'm sorry. Yeah, now fighting here Nichushkin and getting shoved around on the left side corner of the boards. Cruvel coming in, trying to fight it off. Ultimately, will be picked up by Letty here. Letty now bringing it up alongside the left side of the boards. Will be knocked down by Makar and taken back by the Avalanche behind their own net here. Makar here, moving it up on the left side of the boards here, moving it into the blue zone. Here comes Burakovsky, leaving it off for Manson. Manson looking on the left side. Shot, save, scare, rebound, score! By JT Compher. Right in front of the net was Compher, and he was all too ready for it. The Avalanche finally score here and tie this game up at 1. Unbelievable. Manson had it on the right face-off circle, shot it. It was kick saved by Husso out in front enough. Compher was right there, turned around with the putback up on the right top shelf of the net. The Avalanche tie it up here now 1-1 here in the first period. Nice goal by JT Compher here. Here now as we get to the face-off, now the Blues working around back behind their own net. Falk trying to bring it out, and he'll get into the Avalanche zone, but Taves will try to cut it off there. Now bringing brought up by the Avalanche here. Here comes Lehkonen. Lehkonen on the right side. Shot. Saved off. Rebound. McKinnon behind the net. He's trying to get it, but it's immediately surrounded by a bunch of Blues. Now kicked out by Landeskog. Landeskog fighting with it with Cogliano. I'm sorry, with Lehkonen as the Blues will get it and cleared into the Avalanche zone. Now Saad in with Makar, trying to get it. Makar picks it up, and he's trying to bring it back the other way. Here comes Makar, past the Blues blue line into their own zone. Makar dancing shot, just deflected, luck loose right out in front of the net. But the Blues will ultimately pick it up and dump it out of their zone here. Now Blues fighting for it down in the neutral zone and be cleared into the Avalanche zone, where Josh Manson will have it behind their own net. Now Manson with it now, still waiting for the line change of the play set up here. Manson with it behind the net. He'll pass it off to the left side. He'll work it around the boards. Here comes now Logan O'Connor moving it on the left side. O'Connor with it. Shot. Save. Deflected off. Manson trying to come in with the rebound, and he can't get it in time. Now being worked behind the net now with Helm. Now Johnson. Johnson trying to get it out. Now we'll push it back over behind the net. Now Helm with it. Helm trying to work it over right on the right side. We'll push it back out here to Johnson. Johnson with a shot. No good. Rebounded, fighting for it. Nichushkin in front of the net, and it's blocked off. And now the Blues will have it and clear it out into the Avalanche zone. Here now, fighting for it as boy. And it looks like there's going to be a penalty called here on the no, the net's off its moorings. Sorry. No penalty there for the Blues there. Right there for the Blues is Tropachenko absolutely leveled Jack Johnson to the ice, 12:55 left here in the second period. We're now tied at 1 thanks to JT Compher. We'll be right back in a jiffy. Back here, ladies and gentlemen, 12:55 left here in the second period. Avalanche and Blues as JT Comfer tied it up off of Josh Manson's shot and rebound out in front of the net. Here in the second period, the Avalanche trying to close it out tonight. They need to do it. Right now, as we get a face-off here with Kadri on the right, or on the left face-off circle, excuse me, to the Avalanche goal here. Puck down now. The Blues have it. Here's Falk now over by the blue line. Shot and deflected wide back behind the net. Now we'll get it. Now Shen trying to get it and clear it up over. Now Tarasenko fighting with it with Kadri. Now out to Nichushkin as he tries to bring it up and out of the zone here for the Avalanche. Nichushkin dumps it in on the right side over into the blue zone. Now will be cleared back around by the Blues. Now Nichushkin with a shot, with a save by Husso. That shot was by Kadri. Byram with the shot in front. No good. Rebound here. Where Byram has it now with a shot. Saved by Husso. And hold on for a whistle. It's going to be 12:21. I'm going to correct the clock here. Get it back in and ready. 12:21 left here in the second period. Here's we're going to get a face-off. Great offensive chances there by the Avalanche. Not getting too creative with it, but definitely trying to just keep it in. Face-off circle to the right here. Now McKinnon down, puck down its draw, and the Avalanche will push it too far out of the zone, and everybody will have to get back now. Now here, going to be Makar here back over almost on his own side. We'll push it up as McKinnon clears out of the zone. McKinnon almost had a breakaway, but shoved down by Leddy. No call there as Landeskog throws it back in and around the boards behind here. Here's now McKinnon as he throws it back around the boards again. Now looking for players here as the Blues bring it into the Avalanche zone here. Now Saad fighting for it in the corner here. Here they come, Perron. Now we'll give it back out. It's over to the right side here. Now back over to Saad as he touches it as it goes over back behind the net. Avalanche trying to struggle with it to get it out of their own zone here. Perron with it now all alone. We'll shove it back here for Saad. Saad in behind the net, fighting for it with here now. Bortuzzo comes in behind the net. Bortuzzo looking for it. Down to Scandella back on the blue line. Now out to Tarasenko, and he can't get it. I'm sorry. Yep, back out here. Now Taves will try to clear it out for the Avalanche, and we'll work it along the boards upside as well. Here comes Shen now with it in his own zone. Now getting it out to Kyrou. Kyrou getting it along to the shot and a deflected wide right up off the net here off of Kemper here. Now Falk with it intercepted. Shot saved by Kemper as he brings it around the net here. Now Logan O'Connor, Burakovsky bringing it out. Clears it up over into the blue zone. Burakovsky with it on the right side. Looking over, trying to clear it in over around the boards. Now fought for it by Comfer. Now Burakovsky fighting for it. Gets it back. Burakovsky in with it now. Out to Kuvo as the shot is blocked. There, held in almost, but it'll be knocked out. Shen now with a breakaway here. It's a 2-on-1. Shen with the shot, and he scored. Jordan Kyrou with the goal. It puts the Blues up now 2-1. Big, costly defensive mistake there for the Avalanche in their own zone. Johnson tripped up with it on their own blue line. Shen knocked it away out on the left side with a breakaway, had a 2-on-1, and sent it over for the one-timer by Jordan Kyrou. Unbelievable. Costly defensive mistake now with the puck down here. Now the Avs trying to fight with it around the zone here. We'll work it out and around into the blue zone. Scandella will work it now and out, worked up over by the boards there. Assist was Shen on that as they had a 2-on-1 breakaway. Now the Blues working it around, back around the Avalanche net here. Now Eric Johnson trying to work it out of the Avalanche zone. Got it, turned around, kicked out. Cogliano trying to get it away, and it will be knocked out by Johnson and cleared out of the zone. Now O'Connor picking it up. We'll get it over for Helm. Now Letty will try to get it back out. Intercepted here. Slap shot out in front. No, save by Huso. Was kicked around. Kick back out here. Now to Taves. Back out to McCarr. McCarr looking, walking the blue line. Now to Taves. Taves with it now. Working over on the right side around to Kadri behind the net. Here's Kadri. Kadri looking now, working it around. Here's Kadri now. Slap shot by McCarr. No good as it's blocked out in front of the net. Now being worked around back by Taves again. Back out to Kadri. Kadri now looking at it. Slap shot by Bowen Byram, and it went off the right side of the net. Now coming back now. Kadri now looking for it. Clear shot in the lane. Save. No rebound. Trying to get there. It's being kicked around and being ultimately shoveled up out of the zone by the Blues. Here comes Byram now trying to penetrate into the blue zone. Now into Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen now with it behind the boards here. Behind the net, along the boards. Now Busnevich will just knock it right up out of the zone and clear it up out of the blue zone. Unbelievable here. The Avs being showed up defensively as there is a whistle now. And it looks like there's going to be a 2-minute minor for slashing on the Blues. Boy, costly defensive mistakes for the Avalanche here. It led to a breakaway by Shen to Kairu. The Blues are now up 2-1 here. 8:44 left in the second period. We'll be right back. Welcome in, everybody. You're watching Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here between the Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues. The Blues just now scoring. Bronco Bill says way too many mistakes here. This team can't get out of its own past. It's been kind of unfortunate, to be honest with you. I mean, have the Avalanche made a couple of mistakes? Yes, but ultimately they've only given up 2 goals. I say that's kind of an improvement if you ask me, quite honestly. But, you know, they're about to be on the power play now. I mean, I don't know. I think you ride and die with your starting goalie. I mean, Kemper hasn't been all too that bad. He hasn't been great in this series, but he hasn't been necessarily absolutely garbage either. You got to remember that here. It's a slashing call here on St. Louis. It'll be a 2-minute minor. Avalanche on the power play now. They need to get a goal before this period ends, or they are in some serious trouble headed into the third. Avalanche, they don't. It's almost like the Blues are disrespecting the Avalanche by playing prevent defense right now, and they're better at it right now. They're playing their brand of hockey. It needs to change here as Landeskog win with O'Reilly here, the face-off, left face-off circle here. Now, as the power play begins and the Blues clear it right back out of the zone. So now here Makar with it behind his own net, going to bring it out for the Avalanche. Makar will get it back up over here to Landeskog. It'll be missed back over to Rantanen. Now comes McKinnon to the right side as he dumps it into the St. Louis zone here. Now worked back around by Huso, trying to be cut off, and it'll get away almost with a breakout shorthanded chance for Ryan O'Reilly, but Makar will retain the puck here. Now Makar trying to leave it back for McKinnon. Here comes McKinnon through the zone. Man, they're cutting it off bad. Here comes McKinnon back over to Rantanen. Rantanen trying to kick it back out to Makar. Now Makar back out to Landeskog on the left side. Here comes Landeskog now with McKinnon. Now back out to Landeskog. Now out to Makar on the right side. Here comes McKinnon trying to look forward on the left face-off circle with a shot into the zone. Tipped. Rebound. No good. Saved by Huso. It'll be kicked back out to the blue line, and McKinnon will have it again. McKinnon over to Landeskog. Down to Rantanen. Over the left side, works it back over to the blue line by Makar. Now over to McKinnon. McKinnon looking over here now to set up the play. McKinnon over to the right side to Kadri. Back over to McKinnon, back over to Kadri, and it's deflected. And back out again. Now McKinnon here with it now. Over on the left side. McKinnon back out to Makar over out by the blue line. Here's Makar trying to walk right in. Shot. Saved by Huso to be pushed back out. rattled around, and it'll be trying to be pushed out, and the Blues will clear it out of their own zone. Unbelievable. 28 seconds left on the power play now. Makar with it, bringing it up out of the zone here. He'll get it out to Bowen Byram. Byram trying to get it back out as he clears it, leaves it back over for Burakovsky. Burakovsky bringing it into the zone. Burakovsky leaving it back here for Bowen Byram. Now to Taves. Taves here back to Byram as he almost loses it offside here. Byram back out over to now to Nichushkin. Now back out to Byram. Byram looks, shoots, and saved by Husso. Deflected off to the left side of the net. It's a frenzy out into the net, but finally brought out by the Blues as they will try to clear it out of the zone, and they will as the power play expires. Now the Blues with it here on the far side here. Here's Thomas with it now. We'll get it out to Scandelli. Back in shot, saved by Kemper. Scandella with it back now behind for Thomas. Thomas fighting with it with Taves behind the net, trying to get it out to Tarasenko as he'll miss. Slap shot by Falk. No good. Save by Kemper. Excuse me. Now out to Thomas. Thomas looking over to Tarasenko as the puck gets muddled up there and cleared back out into the Blues' own zone. Unbelievable. The Avalanche need to really play better defense and offense in their own zone. It's unbelievable. Here now the Blues working it on the right side, now being worked into the Blues zone here. Now Helms got it. Helms trying to get it, fighting for it in the right corner, now being worked along, back over to the left side of the Blues, now being tipped and intercepted. Back over to Helm, behind the net. Here's Helm, trying to work it, over around by the net. Leaves it out to Manson. Manson with a shot in the save by Husso, trying to be rebounded by O'Connor, but he was tripped up. Now Helm over on the right side, being knocked down by Manson there, and the Avalanche will have to clear it back through their own zone here. Now here comes Johnson now as he's working it over the blue line. Eric Johnson with it, shot, saved by Husso. No good. It'll be kicked out by Justin Falk. Trying to wait for the line change here before it kicks it out over the own zone. Cleared into the Avalanche zone here, now behind the net here. Now Manson trying to fight with it along with Johnson. Now Manson trying to get it, and it'll be intercepted by Saad. Saad cuts back over to the left, tripped up by Manson. Blues wanted the call, now shoved again down by Manson. O'Reilly now with it. Now Saad here. Saad with it now on the left side. Here comes Saad trying to look at it, but it's intercepted here by by Lehkonen. Here comes Lehkonen over the Blues side. Lehkonen with it, leaves it over for Landeskog. Landeskog with the shot, no good. Pushed away by Husso. As the Blues now bring it up, Ryan O'Reilly here on the left side. O'Reilly will clear it and just dump it over in behind the Avalanche net. Now the Blues have it now over on their own blue line. Shot it, ringed off the post, and it is saved by Kemper, though ultimately Falk with it, whiffed on it, passed over to Saad. Saad trying to get it into Topicano, and he shoots it. No good save, and there's a whistle now, and it looks like it'll be called on the Avalanche. Wow. Fast-paced game, ladies and gentlemen. McKinnon visibly upset here. 4:03 left to go in the second period. Unbelievable. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. If you're brand new here, my name is Jeremy Case. I'm with this Case by Case Sports Show here, presented to you by the Spotlight Sports Network here. 2-1 Blues over the Avalanche with 4:03 left to go. The Avalanche getting outworked, outclassed, and outplayed simply so far in the second period. Man, they had a power play chance, and they just haven't been able to capitalize it. The Blues are just a little bit too much for the Avalanche to handle. It's unreal how much the momentum and the shift and the attitude and the will to want to win this game has shifted towards the Blues. I don't know what to say, but the Avalanche better get it together now, and they better get it together quick, because if you got to go back to Denver for Game 7, I don't know how well that's going to fare in the Avalanche's favor. They need to turn it around, and they need to turn it around right now. This is where it starts. They need to score a goal before this period ends, quite honestly. This is not good. We're on a commercial break here, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting for the action to come back. Broncos Breakdown says, I'm sorry, I don't have a good feeling about this game. Looks more like Game 7 Sunday night, Ball Arena. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say never. I don't want to give up on this Avalanche team. But if they don't get it together by the end of this period, it could very well be heading that way. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you're new here, make yourselves known down in the chat. Mike Cara 754 says, "Let's go Blues." Make yourselves known if you can here, where you're from, how you're listening. We appreciate you guys tuning in here to the Case by Case Sports Show presented by the Spotlight Sports Network here. Boys, we're looking in at that shot that went off the post here by the Blues here. And Tropachenko with that shot. Tropachenko there. Boy. Puck down now. Makar has it as he'll cleared out the zone here for the Avalanche. So now the Blues are on the power play here. Here as Alcogliano being tied up with Falk here in the Blues zone. Avalanche putting on some serious pressure here on the PK. So now O'Reilly will bring it out here for the Blues. Here's O'Reilly. Rooted it to Perron as he'll tip it in and being cleared into the Avalanche zone. Taves with the first 1-2 and will whip it around the boards. It'll clear out the zone. Back now O'Connor trying to catch Falk as they're fighting for it in the puck on the left-handed corner here. Here now O'Reilly now with it now, trying to get it back, and we'll bring it around to Shen. Shen bringing it up the left side of the boards here. Blues trying to set it up as they bring it into the zone. O'Reilly now with it on the far right side. O'Reilly fighting with Nichushkin as he pushes it up out the zone. Great PK by the Colorado Avalanche so far with just a minute left here in the power play. Now with it here. Get it out to Thomas here. Thomas with it behind his own net as he brings it out up the left side. Here comes Thomas bringing it into the neutral zone. Will be kicked out by Topacek, Brought around by Johnson trying to clear it out as now they're being tripped up along the boards here. Now Thomas with it out in front with the shot. Buchnevich, no good. It being shot here. Oh, it's wide open net. It's being saved. Save. What a save. What a save by Josh Manson. Oh my goodness. It was a wide open net. Kemper was slid out on his chest to the left side of the net. Helm steps in and makes a hell of a block. Oh my Lord. Boy, Kyrou was waiting with it on the backhanded side. Kemper had slidden out completely out of the goal, and Manson makes a hell of a save. Oh my goodness. Wow. Here we go with it now with a face-off here to the right side face-off circle. Near the Avs net here. Now puck down and the Avs will have it as they try to work it around the boards and out the zone as it will. 25 seconds left here in the power play. Here now with it. Blues working it up the left side here as they come through the neutral zone. We'll push it, try to back out for Thomas, but it'll go all the way back behind the net here. Thomas now trying to bring it out here. He'll clear it up and bring it up for Buchnevich. Buchnevich trying to get it into the zone here, working it now. Here's Kyrou. Kyrou with it being tripped up. Avs putting a ton of defensive pressure here. Kyrou out to Thomas, back over to Kyrou. Slap shot saved by Kemper. I'm sorry, that was Buchnevich, excuse me. Buchnevich with it now, trying to work it around the boards here. Get it back out to Kyrou, be tripped along, route out to Thomas. Thomas on the right face-off circle. We'll get it out to Kyrou. Try to pass back to Thomas. It'll be intercepted here. Makar bringing it out to McKinnon as the power play is expired. McKinnon now working it here. McKinnon with the shot. It's blocked immediately. Being pushed over by O'Connor over to the right side. Now here fighting with it on the left side as Eric Johnson brings it back. Trying to clear it into the zone. Here comes Johnson with it. Slap shot. Save over by Husso as it's deflected wide off and out back into the Avalanche zone. Now Byram trying to push it over. Now out for Burakovsky. Burakovsky now working it up the right side, or the left side, pushing it through the neutral zone, clearing it now into the zone. Here they come. Now to Landeskog, shot, and it's lifted way up in the air and out of play as it hits the net. 1:08 left here in the second period. Boy, Kemper went to slide left in that goal crease, and he pushed off just a little bit too hard. Thank God for Josh Manson. Thank God for Josh Manson being there and making the save as Jordan Kyrou was just trying to be the ultimate opportunist and waiting for his time there. Face off now to the left-handed circle here. Puck down now, and the Blues will have it being fought. No, being intercepted now. Here comes the Blues as they push it up out of their zone. Now with Kyrou with the breakaway shot, and it's way wide off the net here. Being rebounded here by McCars. It's being kicked out and moved along here by Burakovsky or by Rantanen. Rantanen working it into the blue zone here. Coming over, fighting for it on the right corner now. It's being worked now. Here's Taves with it. Getting it out to Johnson with a shot from the blue line. It's deflected wide off. Now Nichushkin fighting for it in the left corner. Here's Kadri. Kadri intercepted with it. Now Busnevich, or I'm sorry, it's Kyrou now again as it's working it into the Avalanche zone as it's clearing in. Now into the left corner being fought for now with Taves and Shen on the right corner. Taves now with Kadri, now trying to fight for it here. Ultimately, Eric Johnson will come out with the puck. Here comes Johnson now working it up into the neutral zone. Trying to clear it into the blue zone, and it does clear for a line change. 12 seconds left. Boy, the Avalanche have been looking very lethargic here in the second period, being outworked by the Blues here. Being worked over to the right corner now. 2 seconds. 1. Now the horn goes, and that's the end of the second period as Bo and Byron was looking for a trip call. Jordan Kyrou, though, absolutely feeling depressed as he had a wide open net. And he had a breakaway as well. Oh, unbelievable. It could be worse, Avs fans. It could be worse heading into the third period. Ladies and gentlemen, we're through 2. We're through 40 minutes of hockey, and the Blues still lead the Avalanche 2-1. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Third period. Here we go. Broncos breakdown with a couple of comments here. We are in trouble. The Blues will do nothing but dump and make the Avalanche chase. I see Game 7 Sunday night at Ball Arena in Denver. He also said, I totally disagree. The TNT panel said that the Avalanche have done enough to win this game. Really, they trailed 2-1. I think what they're meaning, Broncos breakdown, quite honestly, is that they're doing enough to stay in the game. But now's the time, ladies and gentlemen, where it comes for change. The Avalanche will make or break this game in this period as the puck is down now and a whistle comes in. 1954 left here, as I believe the Avs were offside to begin this third period, but this is it. This is where it's won right here. The Avalanche must make or break in this period to win this game. Face off to the right face-off circle of the Blues zone here. It'll be O'Reilly facing off against, I believe that's going to be Landeskog. Puck down now. I run it when it succinct, and it is succinct here. As now Landeskog behind the net here as he works his way back around. It'll kick it out to the blue line here. Makar on the right side, blue line here with Landeskog shot. Broke it up inside, though, over the net. It'll be kicked out of the zone. It's worked out of the Blues zone back into the Avalanche in their own zone. Now Nathan MacKinnon here, working with it now. MacKinnon will move it alongside here to Landeskog. Or to Rantanen on the right side corner, now trying to push it back out. It'll be intercepted by Falk by the Blues as he'll work it along the side. Now pushed into the Avalanche zone across the blue line. Now Byram now meeting Buchnevich behind their own net here. Byram kicking it back out to Rantanen. Rantanen working it as through the neutral zone, but it'll be kicked back by the Blues now. Here comes now Tarasenko. Tarasenko working it and tries to get it across the ice to Buchnevich, and it's broken up by Johnson now and moved out. Now Johnson with it behind his own net as he looks to work it out here of his own zone. Now up to Byram, up the left side boards. Byram going to want to push it out, but he backs off and gets it back to Johnson. Johnson pushes it up through the neutral zone, cleared by Nichushkin. He almost had a breakaway. It's breaking off, though, over into the left corner. Nichushkin being extremely physical this game. Kick back into the zone. Nichushkin now battling in with it. Here on the left side corner, Nichushkin trying to fight with it still here. Nichushkin battling for it here in the corner. Still they're battling for it. Comes out with the Avalanche. Taves kicks it out to Makar. Back over to Kadri's shot. And no, what a save by Husso. Unbelievable. Now the Blues they're pushing it out their own zone now. Kadri will get it back in the Avalanche zone. Now pushing it up the ice now with a breakaway by Taves as he dumps it in and clears it into the Blues zone. Now with it, Andre Cuval now with it behind the net, but it'll be picked up by the Blues, moved up along through the neutral zone. Avalanche trying to break it up here in the neutral zone and force the Blues to go back into their own zone here. Blues trying to touch it up and clear it into the Avalanche zone, but the Avalanche will repossess it. Kemper with it behind the net. We'll kick it over to Taves. And now it'll be worked around here. Here's Burakovsky with a shot saved by Husso. That was JT Compher. As the whistle now 17:38 left here in the third period. Avalanche creating more offensive opportunities here for themselves. They're creating more. I'll run the clock when it gets succinct here. It's at 17:38 right now. We're going to get a face-off to the right face-off circle of the Blues bench. Puck down now, and Falk will clear it out here. For the Blues now, clock is running in succinction. Here with Eric Johnson now fighting for it within the Avalanche zone. It'll be kicked around behind the net by Byram, moved along up the left side of the left side boards, excuse me. Byram working it around again, fighting with it with Johnson as he just absolutely levels a Blues player. Now Johnson back in the corner again, fighting with it with the Blues there as now Falk has it on the line, works it around behind the net. It'll go back around and miss Saad, who it was intended for. Blues work it back over to the right side of the net. Now Byram with it, working it behind the net as he'll kick it back, and Johnson will wait there with it. Johnson will sling it around the left side now to MacKinnon as he clears it into the zone here with Well, Nikola trying to intercept it here behind the Blues net here. Kick back around, intercepted by Taves. Taves with a shot. It goes wide. Now picked up, now shot from the wide circle. It's deflected wide here. Now Taves with it. Taves working right around the net. Taves kicks it back out to Manson with a shot in the slot, and it just went wide. Back over behind the Blues net. Now Manson working with it. Gives out to O'Connor. Connor now to Helm with it over on the left side. Helm now working with it. Helm trying to find a player. There's no help there. He's being one-on-one really hard in the left corner. It picked up by the Blues, trying to be kicked out of the zone. It'll be broken up, staying inside. Logan O'Connor. Helm with a shot. It was deflected right off the stick of a defender. Helm trying to kick it back to O'Connor. It's intercepted now. Here comes Thomas for the Blues. The Blues working it up, and we'll just dump it into the Avalanche zone for a line change. Unbelievable. This is so frustrating now. Helm with it to Rantanen. Rantanen kicking it out to Jack Johnson as they're in their own zone here. Manson trying to bring it up here. Trying to get it back out here to Kadri. Kadri back out to Johnson now. They're still with it in their own zone. Having trouble getting out of their own zone. Now Manson will clear it all the way around. It'll be touched up for an icing. 15:27 left. Somehow the Avs are still leading 28-14 shots on goal. The Blues are just playing dump and chase with the Avs, and it's catching up to them right now. Unbelievable. Avs trying, though. They're trying more than they ever have. Kadri now with a face-off over by the Avs net, won by the Avalanche as it's kicked out here by Manson. Manson trying to work it out of the zone, and they do. Back it up. Here comes Rantanen. We'll kick it out to Nichushkin. Nichushkin with it in the blue zone, trying to pass it across ice. It'll be missed for Johnson, and it'll be left out to the Blues now to clear it out of their own zone, and they will. Torchenko coming into the Av zone now on the right side. Torchenko with it now. Kicking it over with a shot, and it's deflected by the Avs defender in front of the net. Now Kadri with it on the right side as he dumps it into the blue zone for another line change. Now the Blues possess it now over in front of their net just a little bit. It'll be knocked away into the neutral zone. Burakovsky picks it up with Kaval, and it'll be knocked off the puck. And the Blues will retain it now, working it through the neutral zone over the blue line into the Av zone as Kuvol gives chase to it. Andre Kuvol with it in the corner, absolutely knocked out of his skates there by Barbashev. Barbashev trying to work it around, but it'll be intercepted by Burakovsky. Burakovsky coming out with it now of the Avalanche zone over the blue line in the neutral zone. Now over Kuvol, clears it into the blue zone, and it'll dump it in. Again and around. Burakovsky trying to give chase with a hit, misses hard, falls down to the ice. Burakovsky picks it up, though. Burakovsky with it, still possessing it. Back out to Bowen Byram. Back out to Johnson with a shot, and it's knocked off and knocked out of the zone here by Husso. Now cleared all the way into the Av zone by the Blues for another line change. Landeskog coming out here with it now into the neutral zone. Cleared over to McKinnon. And McKinnon with a shot. It's blocked by Letty. McKinnon working it back over here. Shot saved out in front, and it's kicked out of the zone. Here comes the Blues now. They're working it into the Avalanche zone. Here now reaching it in, and it'll be broken up. That was Shen there with it. There, now the Blues working it. Now Letty with it. Shot saved by Kemper, and it's kicked off to the left side. Now Taves kicking it, trying to kick it back out the zone. It's worked out the zone by McKinnon. Now being completely worked out of the zone and behind the Blues net. Unbelievable. The Avs are getting worked in the neutral zone and in their own zone. Intercepted now here by Cogliano. Now trying to work it out now as we get a line change again. O'Connor giving chase, but it'll be kicked out into the Avalanche zone. Here comes Makar. He's trying to work it into the zone as he dumps the puck in. It'll be over round to the right side, will be moved out of the zone by the Blues again. Oh no, trying to get it on a breakaway is Thomas, but Manson's there to fight him off immediately. Now Manson with it behind his own net, and he'll wait for a line change to set up the play here. Now Manson with it. Unbelievable. The Avs need to get something going, and now to Kadri as they clear it into the blue zone. Kadri racing with it and will be hit hard up in the face as he goes down to the ice. And Kadri is shaken up by it, and I think there'll just be a stoppage in play. I do not think there'll be any penalty given out as the clock is now at 12:30. I will make the correction. 12:30 is the clock here, 2-1 in the third period. That was a stoppage in play for icing, excuse me. Kadri trying to argue that he beat it there as he was shoved down to the ice really hard. But it'll be a face-off in front of the Avalanche net here on their side. Oh, Husso clobbered Kadri in the face. 30 to 15 shots on goal here for each team. Kadri now win with the face-off with Shen as Shen is booted out of the face-off. And now Kairu will come in and take the face-off with Kadri. Now puck down as the Avalanche win it now as they're trying to get it around in the boards here. The Avalanche working it in and around and fighting with it here in the left corner of their own zone. Now Nichushkin getting it kicked out to Kadri, working it up the right side boards here. Here comes Kadri trying to work it now, and it'll be covered up by Husso immediately. 12-13 left with a face-off coming up in the St. Louis zone. 12-13 left here in the third period. It's 2-1 still Blues. We're going to take a brief break. We'll be back here with the action in just a minute. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back in here. 12-13 left in the third period. It's 2-1 Blues here. Face-off coming in front of the Blues net here. Let's see if the Avalanche can win the face-off and get something going. The Blues have been great on defense right in front of the net, not letting the Avalanche have two great chances here. Face-off, puck down now. Here's it's being fought for and being mixed up in the zone. It'll ultimately be kicked out by the Blues. Perron as he kicks it up the left side boards. Intercepted by Landeskog. Here's Landeskog with it in now. Now with it to McKinnon with a shot deflected wide right off the right side of the net as a save by Husso. And now it'll be kicked out by the Blues. Here comes O'Reilly. Now kicking it for Brandon Saad on the left side. Shot and gloved by Darcy Kemper. 11:50 left here in the third period. Boy, every series just seems intense. So McKinnon almost got it deflected off of Lehkonen there. Unbelievable. Our Timmy Lehkonen has been amazing in this game for the Colorado Avalanche. But that's kind of where it starts and where it kind of ends here on the first line offense for the Avalanche here in this game. 11:50 here now. Face-off coming in front of the Avalanche net here on the left face-off circle. Puck down now as the Avalanche will win it, and Jack Johnson comes up with it, swoops it around the net and out the left side of the zone. Now being worked by St. Louis, and it's going to be up. It's going to be up and over the glass, and they're thinking maybe a delay of game penalty, but there's been no signal from the official. Oh, they are. Okay. Now the Blues are going to get a 2-minute minor delay of game, and now the Avalanche will go on the power play. Yeah, that was intentionally dumped out of play. We're waiting for a face-off. 2-minute minor for delay of game on Pareko. Now the face-off here by the Blues zone. He'll kick it out to Makar here. Makar now out to Rantanen. Rantanen on the right side here. Circle Lurkin. Rantanen will kick back out to Landeskog. Landeskog back out to Rantanen. Shot for the blue line. It's saved and knocked back out to Rantanen. Will grab it here. Working it on the left side. Will kick it back out to Kadri. Kadri out to Makar. Makar back over to McKinnon. McKinnon back over to Landeskog. Right in front of the net. Shot saved by Husso. Unbelievable. 1:36 left in the power play. I think the Avalanche need to have a lot more puck movement than what they've been having and try to set up opportunities here as the puck down, or sorry, not the puck is not down. Excuse me. Puck down now in the Avalanche. Won it now. Here's Makar walking the line here out with Kadri. Kadri trying to get it back, but whiffs on it a little bit. Will kick it back over for Landeskog. And now Letty and Landeskog fighting for it. Slot McKinnon winning with the slot here. Now McKinnon's got it back out to Makar over by the blue line. Makar into McKinnon. McKinnon over to Rantanen. Rantanen on the right side here now. Back to McKinnon. Shot for the blue line. It's deflected right in front of the net. It's saved by Husso. Landeskog fought hard for that puck. He fought so hard in with it and was not able to come up with it. Unbelievable. 1:11 left here on the power play. The puck was a little bit loose as Husso knocked it down off that shot by McKinnon, and it was almost out in front of him, and Landeskog went for the putback. Not there, not that time, said Husso. Face off to the left, face off circle of the Blues net in their zone. Now puck down and the Avalanche win it here. Here's McCart out to McKinnon. McKinnon looking on the left side. Will kick it back over to Landeskog. Back over to McCarr. To Rantanen. Back over to Landeskog. Back over to Kadri into the zone with McCarr, and he whiffed on the shot, and it's pushed out of the zone by the Blues. Now here comes Falk, missed on it on an opportunity. Rantanen picking it back up, only 45 seconds left on the power play. The Blues pick it up, Barbashev here now, but it will be ultimately picked right back up by Kadri and kicked by the Blues back into the own Avalanche zone here. Unbelievable. This is not good. Here comes McKinnon. McKinnon working it up through this neutral zone and will clear it over to the blue zone. Now out to Rantanen. Rantanen on the right side will kick it back out for Makar. Now to Kadri, left side, tries to kick it over, intercepted, and the Blues work it out of their own zone. Unbelievable. 10 seconds left in the power play. It's probably going to expire before the Avalanche could get it back down the other side into the blue zone. Here's Byram clearing it up over. Now we'll get it over to Compher. Shot, score! Score, JT Compher! 2 goals, and the Avalanche have tied this game. Unbelievable! Just like the Blues caught us missing in transition, the Avalanche do it right back to them. And now this game's tied at 2. What a goal! Unbelievable, went top shelf with it, kicked the water bottle out the holder, and the Avalanche have tied this game up. Woo! Boy, that was intense. Unbelievable. Face off now waiting at center ice, 9:42 left. I'll run the clock when it gets in sync here with the play, excuse me. Puck down now here as the Avalanche look to work it. Now the clocks are in sync. Now it's being worked behind the Avalanche bench. Now that's the kick that the Avalanche needed. Now they need to get it back and going as it goes to the blue zone. Scandella tries to clear it out now. Now here with it is Burakovsky fighting for it, but the Blues will ultimately come up with it, working it up in their own zone. Here comes Cairo with a shot deflected up over and off the glass. Now Shen with it will retain it in their zone, intercepted by the Avs. They're working it up now. Confer working it and will be deflected off the pass. Biarkowski will try to work it around in behind the net for Kubol. Kubol getting fired off of it. Here's Lettywood now with Confer. Confer working it, being 2-on-1 here, and the Blues will kick it out of their own zone. Now Taves with it, coming in behind the net, waiting for the line change and the play to set up. Taves kicks it out to the left side. Nichushkin coming through the Blues. Blue line shot deflected right off Huso. Here comes Nichushkin. And now the Avs will get back as they wait for another setup here. Now Kadri working it up the right side. Kadri works it over the blue line, but ultimately met there and bumped off the puck. Now the Blues have it here in their own zone. The Blues looking to try and find a way out of their own zone here as they're getting line changes. Kicks it, slaps it up the ice, and only gets it halfway before it's knocked down by Bucevic. Excuse me. Now O'Reilly crossing over, and he'll be whistled for an offside violation. 8:13 left to go. JT Confer coming up huge in the most unlikely ways of being a hero. It's now tied at 2 here with 8:13 left in the second period. You're watching Game 6 of the Western Conference semifinals here on the Spotlight Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Here, as we're waiting, let me try to get my settings here. As we're here, 8:14 left to go here in the third period. It's all tied up at 2 here with the Avalanche and the Blues here. Face off here. Now puck is down and the Blues will have it. I'll run it when it gets in sync here. And Blues now working it now here. There, now it's in sync as they work it along the boards here. We'll clear it to the Avalanche zone. Makar now trying to work it out. And Landeskog being tied up there along the boards as well. Now we'll kick it out to Lehkonen being knocked down, bumped off the puck. The Blues will retain possession, and the Avs get possession back on the neutral zone. Here's now Makar in his own zone now as they kick it back and waiting to reset up the play to go down the ice. Now Makar working with it now as he gets it back out to Lehkonen. Lehkonen trying to work it over. I'm sorry, to Landeskog as he works it into the zone, dumps it in, give it chase. Lehkonen gets it, knocks it back off to McKinnon as it's ultimately intercepted by the Blues and kicked back out of the zone. Avs, Makar will get it, knock it down. They'll reset. Here comes Lehkonen as he dumps it into the zone for a line change. Here now, as the Blues have it coming out of their own zone here. Parenko now trying to get it out of their own zone. Now we'll work it up here for the Blues. They're trying to clear it out of the neutral zone. Intercepted by Rantanen. Rantanen cutting back over to the left, cutting through the neutral zone. Here's Nichushkin. Met on a 4-on-1. Rantanen keeps it in with them. Back over cross ice, and ultimately Johnson will get it to keep it in the zone. Shot deflected wide over back behind the boards on the left side. Trying to be cleared out and will be cleared out by the Blues as they work it over through the neutral zone, cross the blue line. Avalanche better get back on defense now with the shot. It's blocked out in front. Kyrou for Shen back behind the boards here. Shen working it out back over to the blue line and trying to get Scandella back over to it. It'll be ultimately kicked back out and over into the Blues' own zone here. Now the Blues coming out of their own zone here. Boy, it's getting nut cutting time now. Everybody better get back on it. Here now the Blues working it over the blue line into the Avalanche zone, over to the right corner. Now it's going to be to Kelm, back over to Tarasenko. He'll kick out, slap shot, Letty. No good save. Rebound in, but it's knocked away. Here come the Avalanche now. Here comes Burakovsky in, trying to work it in. It'll be knocked off the puck over to the blue line. Here come the Blues. All in by himself. It's being knocked off the puck as well. Now out to Burakovsky again. Burakovsky through the neutral zone, over the blue line, working it in now. It'll be kicked back out by the Blues, back over into the Avalanche zone. Here comes Byram now, working it with Makar. Makar over the blue line. Here comes Makar to McKinnon. McKinnon working it in. Shot saved by Husso. Oh, man, that was intense. What a great setup and opportunity for Nathan McKinnon, and he just didn't have it as Husso shuts it down. Oh, boy. Unbelievable. Thank you very much, Broncos Breakdown. Thank you very much for the kind sentiments. I believe it. I believe it. I thank you for it. Thank you very much. Double shot, Jake, my best friend, Jake Earhart up in here. Thank you very much, Jake, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Broncos Breakdown asks, do you feel the Avalanche will win tonight? Absolutely. I can feel it. I can feel the momentum turning. I do. I didn't think it was going to be a runaway win at all, but I think they would dig deep down late to find a way to win this thing. And it's late right now. 5:40 left here in the third period. It's all knotted up at 2. Joe Sakic in attendance here with Doug Armstrong, both the president of hockey operations for both clubs here. Face off to the left circle here as the puck gets down and the Avalanche retain it. Here now with a shot deflected wide and up out of play as Husso knocks it up out of play here. What's the one common factor with Stanley Cup winning teams? Line depth. It's not your 1 through 5 that wins the Stanley Cup. It's your 6 through 12. Puck down now. Here's the Avalanche struggle with it, and the Blues will ultimately come up with it. Working it up out of the zone. Here is Perron over the blue line here for the Avalanche. Now with the shot by Falk, it's deflected and kicked off by Kemper. Now deflected back by Kemper again. Out for Landeskog. Now he'll have it and working along the boards, trying to get it up out of the zone, and will be contested by the Blues now as Lehkonen tries to fight for it as the kick it out of their own zone. Now Perron up here with O'Reilly. Here's O'Reilly with it on the right side. Shot saved by Kemper and knocked up out of play as there's a whistle. What a save by Darcy Kemper. Unbelievable. Man, Letty poked that. He poked that puck right up out of the zone when the Avs looked like it might have had a breakaway on a puck luck bounce there. 5:05 left here in the third period. Face off to the right circle of the Avalanche zone. Here now, let's see. The puck is down here with Thomas winning the draw here. Now we'll kick it around the boards here, back over around the boards here for Thomas as he's struggling with it. Ultimately, the Avalanche will come up with it. Valerina Chuskin, as he tries to dump it into the zone, it'll get knocked down by the Blues and kicked out of their own zone again. Now here comes the Blues, now being intercepted by Kadri, and back over to the Blues as they will take it back behind their own blue line. Now coming through the neutral zone and pushing it is Thomas as he pushes up the boards, and there will be a whistle here, stoppage of play. It'll be offsides on the Blues. 4:39 left. Blues fighting for their playoff lives here tonight. The Avalanche trying to send it home and on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in 20 years. Coach Jared Bednar, everybody in attendance in the face-off to the right red dot here over on the far side of the boards. Puck down now, and the Avalanche will have it right now as they try to clear it up out of the zone. Now Taves working it through the neutral zone and clear it over the blue line, over to McKinnon. McKinnon working it on the right side, will work it around the boards, clearing it back out to Cogliano. Cogliano trying to get it as O'Connor is just absolutely shoved to the ice. Here's O'Connor. Now working it out for Taves. Taves trying to work it around the boards again as he's met immediately. Now Cogliano couldn't get it behind the boards. It goes over to the right side. O'Connor working in it with Helm. Helm trying to fight it over on the right side boards, trying to get it unclogged out of there, and it will be moved out by the Blues and kicked out of their own zone. Trying to dump it here now. Here come the Avs. I think the Blues are purposefully trying to push it into overtime. I don't know why. I don't know why they're trying to not win the game, but hey, that's okay. More opportunities for the Avs. Here comes Makar over to McKinnon, and it's broken up in the neutral zone and pushed out by the Blues, trying to push it over the Avalanche blue line as Byram will get it over in the own Avalanche zone. Byram now to Makar. Makar trying to get a pass over ice. Gets into Byram as he kicks it over the Blues blue line into the Blues zone here. Giving chase to it is Busnevich. Now here comes, now worked around and broken up by Landeskog here, as now O'Reilly ultimately comes up with the puck, dumps it into the Avalanche zone, and tries to fight three Avalanche for it, but it'll be ultimately pushed off by Gale Makar. Now working it up here is Kadri through the neutral zone here over the blue line. Here comes Kadri on the left side, shot off the post, but it was the far side post on that far side. Now Nichushkin trying to work it over and will be bounced around and ultimately cleared by the Blues out into the Avalanche zone. Now cleared up around here. Now Johnson trying to fight with it on the boards. Now over by Taves. Now Rantanen coming through the neutral zone, trying to clear it over the blue line, and they do. Now here's Nichushkin fighting in the left-hand corner, trying to give a chase over to it, out and around. The Blues working it now. Blues working it now again, and it being stuck over with four different players fighting for it in the left corner. That's Nichushkin and Rantanen, and Nichushkin and Rantanen trying to fight for it. Now it broke it ultimately as the Avalanche will push it back out here to the blue line. Johnson keeping it in for Nichushkin as he pushes it behind a Rantanen, behind the cage. Here's Rantanen being broken up immediately as he was trying to come out from behind the cage. Now Taves holds the line with a shot, deflected right before it even got to the net here, pushed out to the zone, and the Avs will get it and regroup outside of the zone. Here now comes Cogliano, the helm with a shot, saved, knocked down, and gloved by Husso. Oh. Shots on goal right now, 38-19. How are the Avalanche not getting one through? You hear it constantly. Pucks on net, pucks on net, pucks on net. And the Avalanche are getting pucks on net, just not quality pucks on net here. They're not. 2:05 left here in the third period. Face-off coming to the left face-off circle by the Blues net. The Avalanche need to win this here. Big time draw here. Big time now. As the captain, Gabriel Landeskog, puck down as the Avalanche win it. Kicked back out to the blue line and bounced in and around behind the net here for Lehkonen. Lehkonen trying to push it out to Landeskog as he struggles to battle with it. Now O'Reilly picking it up, intercepting it behind his own net as O'Reilly is trying to fend off Lehkonen, and the Blues will repossess it and kick it out of their own zone. Now Makar retaining it behind the Avalanche own blue line, kicks it out to Byram as they move it up past the Blues blue line, and trying to keep it in is McKinnon, and it'll be back out of the blue line, and they'll have to retain and go back over by their own blue line. Good Lord. Here comes Makar now, dumping it into the Blues zone as they flip it and try to chase it and trying to maybe get a line change. That's probably what they're doing with it. The Blues try to kick it out of their own zone. being contested by the Avalanche in neutral zone. Rantanen tripped blatantly by Tarasenko. No call there. 1:14 and counting here. We're reaching down to the final minute of this game. Now the Blues trying to make it, coming over the center ice. Now into the zone. Here's Letty. Letty with it all in by himself, trying to pass, but blocked immediately by Gabriel Landis, or by Helm as he tries to kick it out. Here comes Rantanen now, working it up the left side as he pushes it into the blue zone, and Husso will wave off for icing, and it will be icing. 53.7 seconds left. Late whistle for that icing. Unbelievable. 53.7 seconds left here in the third period. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what playoff hockey's all about. We're tied here with the faceoff to the right of the Avalanche net. Puck down now. The Avalanche possess it as Helm trying to kick, as Manson trying to kick it out to Kadri. Kadri works it into the blue zone over the blue line. Cogliano giving chase to it on the left side. Will be ultimately kicked out to O'Connor. Connor will be intercepted by Falk. Now they're battling with it in the right corner. O'Connor trying to come up with it, trying to possess it, will get it. Being contested by the Blues really hard as they get it and work it out their own zone. Kyrou now working it as he's being chased and will dump it down the boards into the Avalanche zone here. Here comes Johnson now, trying to work it on the right side of the boards, over the neutral zone, knocked down by the Blues, worked into the Avalanche zone. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is more than likely going to go to overtime if the Avs can't do something here. Here comes Makar. Makar over the blue line, trying to get past over to with a shot. Score! Score! Scored by Helm! And the Avalanche have taken the lead in this game with 4.9 seconds left in the game. Helm comes up with the big time score. Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's run it down from a minute. Unbelievable. .3 seconds left in the game, and the Avalanche have taken the lead. All they got to do is just win this face-off. All they got to do. And the air in the sails of Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri has completely left the building. Darren Helm, the unlikely hero. Here we go now with the face-off at center ice. After the Blues had called a timeout here, it's going to be 5.6 seconds left here. 5.60 seconds left here. I'll run the clock out with you guys here. Everybody on their hands, on their faces here. Here we go. Face off here with McKinnon as the Blues win it. Here comes Falk. 2 seconds. Empty net shot. Saved by Kemper. And that's it. For the first time in 20 years, the Colorado Avalanche are going to the Western Conference Finals to face the Edmonton Oilers. Wow! Unbelievable! Darren Helm with a game-winning goal. The Avalanche never gave up this whole entire time, and they come out with a Game 6 victory to move them on to the Western Conference Finals. Unbelievable! What a game! What a game! Oh my goodness! Woo! Boy, that's right. We get to see one of the greatest matchups in modern hockey day history. Connor McDavid versus Nathan MacKinnon. Teams both meeting at center ice for the handshake in the handshake line here as the clock runs out here in St. Louis, Missouri. The Avs outshoot the Blues 39-20, and for the first time in 20 years, move on to the Western Conference Finals. Wow. 3-2 the final here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, all that you've done. If you like what you heard or seen, please leave a like, a subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be back for game 1 of the Western Conference Finals between the Colorado Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers. Probably going to be Tuesday. No official word when that series will start yet, as we are waiting for the conclusion of the Carolina New York Rangers series to determine the start of that series. Be sure to leave a like or subscribe. It costs you nothing. It helps me grow the channel. I will bring Avalanche content all next season as well. Thank you, every single buddy, for tuning in. Bad news, don't get to see my first Game 7. Good news, get to go to more. That's right, Brian Schaefer. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. I'm Jeremy Case. We will see you in the Western Conference Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good night.